Anyway, but yeah, we spent the whole game. We beat the whole dang game in about 3 days. It was very good. You know what that means? Crazy Dave's Twiddly Dinkies is open for business. Here, take my key so I don't lose it again. Just in time for great news. Bunch of new games some neighbors asked me for. Why didn't I know they were in my car all along? Because I'm crazy! Check out the brand new games section in my shop. Give you some coins so you can buy one from me. Thanks. So yeah, we can buy this. Zombotany. Dr. Zomboss has been carrying out mad experiments on the zombies. They've grown plants on their shoulders. Don't let them beat you at your own game. Act now, I'm crazy! Okay. Thanks. So let's... Bonus game unlocked. No. Oh. Oh, it's Vase Breaker. I see. Slow. Price to move. So, we got Begooled Twist. You should really complete Adventure Mode level Adventure Fog level 8 before playing this minigame. Bejeweled. Next time your plants would be spun and matched around the garden. Make matches quickly and don't let zombies spoil the fun. No, we're not gonna play that. Last Stand. Oh, it doesn't have... yeah, sure. So, Vase Breaker. I guess we're playing a minigame now. You break the vases. There's stuff in them. Like this squash, a plant we haven't seen yet. You'll never guess what the squash does. It sees the zombies in front of it, and then squash. Oh, sweet. Oh, whoops. So that was easy. More vases incoming. Alright. These green vases will always have plants in them. Try not to waste them. Sadly, Vase Breaker is about patience, which means that it's rather boring. Yeah. Since you have lawnmowers, I guess you could just mash every plant, or every vase, and just be done. Oops, okay. Let's start some stuff. Oh, whoops. Okay. Let's see. These things will jump backwards too! That's their best feature, honestly. Is that they go forwards and backwards. Whoops. Catch. Oh, shoot! Hi, football zombie. Remember when I said bucket heads that are just fast bucket heads? That's what that is. Man, lots of plants today. Okay. Well, Hypno Shroom. Another thing we haven't seen yet. Let's see, this thing. That's more reasonable. Wow. Okay, see if we can get some friends on these rows. Sweet. How nice. How kind and gracious. So this thing, I didn't explain what this was. This is a hypno shroom. The zombie that touches it, it dies instantly when touched. And when a zombie eats it, it stops being an enemy. Oh, hi. And becomes a friend. Look, watch it eat its friends. That thing that we clicked on was a Jack in the Box zombie. They will walk up to your plants and then explode like a cherry bomb. However, because this is Vase Breaker, when you click on them, they just explode immediately and set off whatever vases are near them. Let's see if we can get a zombie for this thing to eat. Have fun. Oh, shoot. Hi, dancer zombie. Hi, thriller joke. Please kill the dancer. As long as you kill the lead, the rest of them will stop spawning. Yeah, that thing spawns zombies above it, below it, to the left, and to the right. And we're running into a whole lot of zombies that I didn't want to have to explain about yet. Normally you're supposed to run into these things one at a time, but instead we just see all of them. Hi, you should really be my friend. I have 3 hypno shrooms. Okay. What's this? Oh, I have achievements. Home Lawn Security, complete adventure mode. 49 plants. All of them. Don't pee in the pool. Complete a daytime pool level without using pea shooters. Bowl over 5 zombies with a single walnut. Defeat a normal roof level without using any catapult plants. Yeah, we'll get into that. Zombologist. Discover the Yeti zombie. I don't remember where that is. Pick up 30 coins in a row on a single level without letting any disappear. 8,000 sun in a single level. Daytime level by planting only mushrooms and coffee beans. We'll get to coffee beans. Anyway, that was a fun diversion. I want to beat... Hey, want to buy an extra seed slot? It'll cost you 750 coins. Absolutely. You save up 5,000 coins, I'll sell you the 8 seed slot upgrade. See you later. Yeah, so now we have 7 seeds to choose from instead of just 6. So, let's choose our plants. Let's see what we got. Oh, screen door zombies. Screen door zombies are like bucket heads. Pretty much. I think they're actually beefier than bucket heads, but don't quote me on that. But they only have extra defense when attacked from the front. This fume shroom is what it's called. Goes straight through it, which is like the whole reason you bring it. I'm not gonna bring the sun shrooms. I probably should, but whatever. I guess that for DPS. This for giggles. There, and there. Yep, sure. Sounds good. Next. Okay, I figure I should talk about the sequel some more. Because I've played quite a bit of the sequel. The sequel has a time travel plot, which is neat. Apparently the zombies have been in, everywhere. Every time period. So you fight zombies in the Dark Ages, and then you fight zombies in ancient Egypt, and you fight zombies in pirate high seas, right? It's pretty... It's a good time. And you have themed plants to go along with it. Like in the future you get like robotic looking plants and things like that. Go to the Dark Ages, you get a lot of the plants that you're seeing here. A bunch of dark plants. Plants that grow in the dark, Anyway. What the problem is, couple things. One, no, whoops. Well, the game's sort of built. The game's built so that you're playing all the storylines at once, and I use the word storylines very loosely. You're supposed to be playing every level all at the same time to some degree, which is great. It's a good idea. I like the thought process, but it means that I don't really feel like I'm making a lot of progress, a whole ton of progression, unless I am dedicating myself to a single world, which isn't really what you want to do. I'm gonna dig that up for aesthetic. Don't mind me just weakening my defenses over how they look. Don't worry about it. Yeah, and these fume shrooms have limited range too, I should mention that. Uh-oh. Catch. I guess they all sort of have a similar aesthetic. Anyway, like, the game is built to be brutal, and the game is built to be, which is okay. I like the idea. I like having more difficult levels, but a lot of them should be closer to this level of difficulty. Like, this is nice. This is chill. Alright? I can talk about this and do stuff at the same time. Alright? Compare that to 2, where if you're not paying attention for like a second, you just get obliterated, right? But honestly, the thing that I like the least about 2 is that when you lose a level, it'll say, the zombies ate your brains, and then it'll show a picture of a brain on a plate with a bite taken out of it. And that is utterly disgusting. I don't want to see that. That was implied perfectly fine in the first game. I didn't need to see it. Anyway, it's gross, and I don't like that, specifically. Especially since some of the levels are extremely difficult, meaning that you're gonna see that a lot, and it's gross. Like, stop it. I don't want to see it. Anyway. I'm wanting to get through World 2, and then I can take a break for tonight. I can go home. Yeah, that's probably my least... those are my gripes with 3, or with 2. And then 3 just got weird, okay? They stopped making, like, tower defense Plants vs. Zombies. Because EA was like, hey, this is a thing that people like. How can we monetize it to the maximum degree? And so they made a shooter. They made a couple of shooters. And then they made a card battle game. And, that's not what this game's about. This game isn't about guns. Alright, it's about plants. The whole reason that they chose plants is because when you put down a plant, you don't expect it to get up and move. With a lot of tower defense games... sorry, I should shut up and pick my plants first, and then I can complain. This, there, that. This is a grave eater, by the way. You can plant this on a grave, and it'll eat the grave. It'll destroy it. So, anyway, back to me complaining, which is my favorite pastime, honestly. Yeah, so they made a first-person shooter. Now, one of the important things about Plants vs. Zombies is that it was made as sort of almost as a critique of what the developer found to be wrong with a lot of tower defense games. Namely, that in a lot of tower defense games, you had a soldier, right? You'd have a soldier, and he would stand in the middle of the road, and he would shoot at whatever was in front of him, right? However, when the monsters would walk down the line, and they'd be, 10 feet to the right of where he was going, of where he was standing, he couldn't, or he felt like he should be able to walk 10 feet to the side and handle whatever threat was there. However, that never happened. Because after all, then it wouldn't be towers and tower defense, right? So he chose something in the game, so he chose something that would make sense to stand there and not move, i.e. a plant. When you plant a plant, you don't expect it to get up and walk next door to shoot the zombie. And I would also like to point out, as you can see right there, the Puff Shroom does actually have range enough to kill anything on the map. It just doesn't see that far for game balance purposes. The bullets don't peter out. Anyway, so the director of this game, the dev, chose something that would hold still, and then something that he expected to come in waves. So he chose plants and zombies. Whereas if you picked something like Bloons Tower Defense, for example, it doesn't make any sense for a monkey to just stand there. And I'm sure there's some lore reason for the monkeys to be fighting balloons, but like, I don't get it. Oh boy, that's gonna be a bad time. Need to plant you there. Let's chew on some graves. Oh man! Diamond, 3K, or an extra 1,000. Yeah, those are expensive. I guess that's not a diamond. I think that's a different type of colored stone. I guess diamonds can be blue. But yeah, like when you make a game about things that hold still, handling things that come in hordes, as a first-person shooter of equal teams, it loses the whole point of them being plants and zombies. You didn't just pick two things that sounded funny. It was intentional, and it was smart. Alright. Does it sound silly? Yes. But does it make sense? Absolutely. A lot of the game's internal logic, you can get you can figure out what the pea shooter does just from how it looks, and it's a pea shooter. It shoots peas, and you're like, oh, I get it. And you think it's like a really crappy pun, but then your brain makes the connection under the hood, and it's like, this is genius. And it explains game mechanics without the game ever having to. Anyway, that's my gripe. Also, the Hero Battler sucks. That's just me. It's just not fun. Like, or the card battle just isn't fun. Alright. Let's see. Let's eat that. I believe more graves pop up after you destroy them all. So, or rather, they show up after every horde. But yeah, EA tends to screw up a lot of games that I like, which is a real shame. They screwed up a lot of Plants vs. Zombies, which was a shame, because when it launched, Plants vs. Zombies 2 was actually really fun, and a lot of the complaints that I have about it were addressed in earlier versions of the game and were then taken out. Worlds opened separately, or worlds opened one at a time, and slowly. And while some plants were microtransaction based, they weren't required. They didn't feel required, and they didn't feel important. It also didn't feel like there were 80 billion things vying for your attention. It felt like a tower defense game that you could, spend $1.99 and get some extra juice out of, Yeah, like, you get halfway through a world, and then the next world would open up. So you would have everything going on in a world, but you had reason to handle one world at a time. And it felt good to handle half a world, and to then have a boss level, and then go somewhere else and have a different boss level. And it felt good to unlock the little... And it felt good to unlock the new worlds. And then... Anyway, EA has screwed it up a lot. Also, when the game launched, it had a non-linear world level path to it. There were places you could go off to the side that would have little secrets in them. That was how you unlocked certain plants. That was how you unlocked more seed slots. You could increase your starting sun, even, right? And some of the things were stupid. I didn't like the power-ups, right? I liked the plant food. I didn't like the power-ups. But a lot of the game felt good. It just worked. And then EA removed a lot of that. Honestly, their worst offense has to be with Dungeon Keeper, though. Everybody knows that I love Dungeon Keeper. I played it on the... I started off the channel playing it. I still haven't finished that Let's Play. Mostly because at this point, I switched computers, and so I have to do it all from scratch on a stream at some point. It wouldn't be that hard, but yeah. I've also given up on trying to explain all the ins and outs of the game. People can just figure it out. It doesn't matter. There are more comprehensive people than me, and frankly, there's no way I'm going to be comprehensive enough by myself. But they made it literally the worst example of free-to-play possible. The most disgusting waste of money and a lovely IP. And War for the Overworld isn't amazing either. It's really not a game that I'm a huge fan of. Mostly just aesthetically. I don't entirely like how it looks. But, like, War for the Overworld at least, like, tried. You could tell that it was made with love and that it was made with intelligence. Dungeon Keeper 3 was a cash grab and a betrayal of the series, and I don't think I can forgive EA for that. Probably makes me a bad Christian, but it's not something I tolerate. It keeps track of all plants and zombies you encounter. We can look at the almanac. Oh man. There's lore to this game. Oh, grave busters, not grave eaters. Busters on graves to remove the graves. Single use must be planted on graves. Special removes graves. He wants everyone to know that he loves kittens and spends his off hours volunteering at a local zombie rehabilitation center. It's just the right thing to do, he says. We can look at the zombies. This zombie loves brains, can't get enough, whatever. Screen door zombies. You can see we got more. He got his screen door from the vast and expertly defended home inexpertly defended home he visited after he ate the homeowner's brains. Woo! This close to finishing his Sudoku puzzle. No wonder he's freaking out. Oh yeah, I can relate to that. I've started playing. Oh no. Oh, I hate this level. Okay. So, ever play a game called Whack-A-Zombie? It's just like hunting squirbos. I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I relate to not being able to finish your crossword puzzle. I started watching Cracking the Cryptic on YouTube, where they just solve really hard Sudoku puzzles. It's pretty great. Just like hunting squirbos. You know, those furry little rodents that dig holes in your lawn? Yeah, it's just like that, except instead of squirbos, it's zombies. And instead of a shovel, it's a mallet. Instead of me, it's you! Okay, so. Click. Click. Whack the zombie. Whack the zombies. Eat the grave. Whack the zombie. Whack the zombie. Whack the zombie. Whack the zombie. You'll never guess what you want to do in this level. It's whacking the zombie. You gotta whack the zombie, you know? And graves will pop up randomly. They'll just be there to annoy you. Anyway, I'm no good at this level. I'm no good at these levels at all. I say winning. Just get that. Thank you. Whack. Whack. Whack, whack. See? And this gets overwhelming real fast. This is not what I signed up for in tower defense. This isn't the planning I signed up for. This is... this is probably the one where they're a horde the most, just popping up at inopportune times and forcing you to burn time doing other things. Anyway, this level's hard. Shoot, 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 shoot. I'm not planning Grave Busters. Oh my gosh. Bust the grave, dang it. Yeah, no. Bye. Please die. Please die. Tap. Okay. This would be a lot easier if I had, if this was on a touch screen, because then you could tap it with the one... Oh gosh. They're so fast, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like this level. I'm telling you, this level is a pain. This isn't what I want. Oh no. Eat this. Nope. Oh, actually, I'm going to get an achievement. Waiting. Die. Last mound... Achievement. Got it. Waste a lawnmower. Why did I need that achievement? I just wanted to get it, you know? Okay. It's 10 p.m. I need to get out of here. This took longer than I thought it would. So, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for joining me today. This has been Pelican of Death. Hope you have a wonderful day, week, month, year. Oh man, I hope my sound hasn't been that low the whole time. It almost certainly has been. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.